Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to focus on money, career, love, but we never ask, how are you doing? So this reading is going to tap into what you're going through right now and how you're moving through this period and what's on the other side of what you're going through. Also, I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know right now? What are they going through? Can you show them the way through this period? What is on the other side? What are they meant to see for their highest good at this time? Now in the water, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, immediately I'm being shown a beautiful brain all lit up. Okay, so symbolically I feel that indicates you have a lot on your mind. Maybe you're excited about something that you're working towards, or you're structuring a plan, strategizing something. So yeah, I'm just seeing that right now. I mean, for some of you, it could be that you are focusing on your thoughts and how they impact your day-to-day energy and your manifestation opportunities as well there. Your first card is very positive. It's motion, air. So this indicates movement forward. For some of you, it could be that you're trying to make a major move in your life, but also it's like gathering all the strength to make some radical change in a lifestyle in some way. I mean, that's not exactly what I was seeing, but it's pretty close. We have, you know, that tree. It looks like a brain there, and it's all lit up. But that's not exactly what I was seeing in the water. I was actually seeing, like, a brain itself all lit up. So interesting, though, that we got a card that is very similar to that. Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, we've got this card here, which is the final piece of the puzzle, and that represents a brain. I mean, again, it's not exactly what I was seeing in the water, but again, it's pretty close. So I'm really tapping into your energy right now. You have a lot on your mind. You're trying to make some changes. I feel also that you are in a period of completing a cycle. Now I'm going to get the rest of your cards, but I feel like there's this energy, and this is coming out for pretty much every sign, that time has changed in some way, that it feels like there's never enough time in the day, but at the same time it feels like you're super busy. So yeah, I feel some of you are just noticing how time has shifted in some way, or you're just becoming aware of how much time you have to do things, and how a long time ago it felt like time was just more manageable, or there's something about that coming through, and I'm not really sure what it is that I'm tapping into there, but I see a lot of you right now, you're focusing on your independence. And very interesting that this figure, not noticed that about this beautiful deck. I'm loving this deck. It's called the Unseen World Tarot, and I put like a little link down at the bottom there for you to see what deck it is there. But as you can see, that figure, it's got this little like flame coming out of the brain there. So it's like alive with new ideas and ways to restructure in order to create more independent living in your life in some way. Now we've got the 9 of Cups there as well, so wish fulfillment, manifesting something, opportunities. We've got the 8 of Pentacles there, things starting to slot into place. I feel like you're very focused on learning more about you, deepening your connection with self at this time, seeing what you're capable of, looking at your options, and really in a period of realizing that the world is your oyster and that you have ample opportunities to experience lots of different things, but you may feel that you are in a certain position in life where you're kind of like stuck in one repetitive energy, because the Eight of Pentacles is to repeat a cycle, and you are trying to come out of that, or release yourself from that and be more independent. So this could be like a living situation. It could be a friendship. Perhaps there's a codependent relationship, or perhaps you feel you just want to run off and have lots of adventures and be more spontaneous in life. But we're going, yeah, look at that. Page of Wands. That is to run off and be spontaneous. And also it's a card of like finding your purpose and your passions and leading with that. It's also a Sagittarius card. So this indicates that right now you're thinking about what you're passionate about. You're thinking about what really sets your soul on fire. And you're learning more about yourself, your mind. I feel like you're trying to quieten the inner critic, to basically eradicate fear and embrace possibility. And I see that there's lots of movement going on in your energy. You're very busy inside. It's almost like I see you being fizzy, if that makes sense. And it feels very much like, you know, you have a lot on your mind right now because you're making some big changes. But I also see something in your life put you on a bit of a tailspin, okay? I feel this energy of feeling a bit unsure about something, feeling that it feels like there's so many things to do that you feel caught up in that, and it just feels like you're focusing on so many things that it's hard to really focus on yourself all the time. And I feel that's something that you're trying to work towards, because the outcome energy is to work on yourself, or to focus more about learning about your passions, embracing change and adventure. But you're caught up in this cycle of doing here, okay? We've got motion forward, always on the go. We've got the Seven of Swords there, which is to be independent. It can be that, you know, you are someone who is living a life of how can I put that? Like, yeah, being super independent. I mean, for some of you, it could be that, you know, you're marching to the beat of your own drum, doing something that your family have never done before, or perhaps you're working on your own business, for example, or you're working on ideas to become your own boss. You've got the Seven of Cups there, which basically means there's a lot going on in your life right now, and you're trying to feel fulfilled in as many areas of your life right now. But also I feel this energy of making sure that everybody's okay. Okay, because the Three of Pentacles is here, which tells me there's a group of people that you care very deeply about, and I feel like you enjoy their company, and I feel there's this energy of coming together and feeling really comfortable in their presence. But at the same time, there's this desire to want to go off and, you know, explore life on your own terms or do something different. So that's coming through very strongly right now. But let's get a little bit deeper in your energy, because that's the overarching energy right now of what I'm feeling about what you're going through. But your first card there is motion, air, and it's number 22, and that, when you reduce it, of course, is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, which indicates that right now you are trying to create a solid foundation in your life. You're trying to take ownership of your life and what happens in it. I feel there is an energy here of finding security in the existence of the divine plans, and I feel a lot of you are doing some major soul searching right now for your highest good. And I feel also it's important to note that abundance will always find you. What you need will always come to you. So I want you to be aware of that and not be worried about anything. I want you to be aware that things will come to you, but thoughts become things. So manifestation is going to be very strong for you over the next coming weeks and months. So really visualize what it is that you want, and you'll see progress happening on that. But this card in particular, it basically means that you are being flexible but grounded, and you're allowing yourself free thought to move and to choose your path with freedom. And this is about also utilizing your voice to stand strong and proud in what you stand up for or what you believe in, and also being mindful of the way that you communicate. This is a very sort of clear card that indicates you're going to make progress, but you're also trying to make sure that you have your needs met. Some of you feel a bit misunderstood, okay, because we have that Seven of Swords with this card, which can indicate that sometimes the way that you communicate, you may feel that people don't understand what you're trying to say, or they misunderstand your energy, or try to undervalue you or undermine you in some way. And I feel like you're moving away from the energy. You're not allowing that to happen anymore. Because the Seven of Swords, the history of that card is the figure is trying to take the weaponry away from the army. But in doing so, they have to do it in stealth mode. It looks like they're actually stealing the weaponry. So a misunderstanding there, even though the intentions are coming from a very pure place. So I feel some of you may feel when you communicate your needs that either people are not listening or that you feel misunderstood in some way. And I feel like you're learning to articulate your needs to have them met. Now, you're not changing anything about yourself or other people. I feel like the way you express yourself is becoming more heightened so that you can have more time for you, but also get what you need from life. And the Seven of Swords is always to be independent. I would say as well with this card, Motion, Air, and the Seven of Swords, this is a very fast card. It means to be in stealth mode on something or do something that's really quick. You may miss something. So don't go too fast in your life, especially if you are like signing contracts or purchasing anything of like lots of value. Or if you're making a move in your life, because a lot of you are thinking about moving or relocating with this card, I would say don't go too quickly. But also, this is a card that indicates you are someone who leads with integrity. Integrity is very important to you. And I feel like you're looking at friendships and relationships and circumstances that you feel do not match your values. And you're stepping away from those people or those situations in order to really focus on what's important for you. Now, the Seven of Swords is also incredibly important because it basically highlights the value of your mind. Swords are always about the mind. So this is about, you basically living in your head and the inner conversation that we have, okay? Do not allow that inner voice to tear you down. This is you moving away from any of that energy in order to embrace peace of mind, but also confidence within oneself, because doubt can actually destroy many dreams before they even get off the ground. So I feel some of you may have struggled with confidence issues at some point in your life, and I feel the time is now to embrace and celebrate your wonderful self because you're stepping into a major period of empowerment right now as well. But this figure here is gathering up all the swords, which is very unusual in a Seven of Swords card. Normally, Seven of Swords, the figure runs off, is always looking back because he always means to go back for those two swords that he's left behind, but he's in a rush. So he has to make haste and make use of time and takes 5 swords away from the army because, he doesn't want to fight. He wants to find a diplomatic solution to a very delicate situation. And I feel right now you are trying to find solutions to certain delicate issues in your life. And with that Seven of Cups there, it can feel sometimes that when you're trying to find a solution or be diplomatic with certain people, it puts you in a bit of a tailspin, okay? I just feel this energy of feeling frazzled, like you're really busy, you've got so much to do, and you're getting it done, but at the same time, you feel that a part of you has to be put to the side. I don't really understand that energy. Maybe you do. It's almost like, you're on autopilot in some way, and you are getting lost in the process. Does that make sense? So I feel like the time is now to focus a little bit more on your own needs. And that's something that I feel like you're definitely working towards. A lot of you are doing some repair work. So some of you may have thought about going to a counselor or to a therapist, for example, to understand what you've gone through in the past as a cathartic experience and lessons that you're learning from that. For some of you, I feel a lot of you have been focused on your career or money. You've just been trying to make life work. There's an energy of being super busy and just keeping your eye on the prize. But don't forget yourself in the mix of all of that. A lot of you very family or soul tribe oriented, and I feel like with the Three of Pentacles here in the resistance position, there may be somebody who has let you down, or you feel that there's no support from your friendship group at this time. And there may be just one person in particular, because I'm just being given an energy of one, even though there's 3 there in the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles doesn't actually mean 3 people. I want you to be aware of that. Interesting, I've just noticed that actually there's only one person on that Three of Pentacles, so maybe that's the energy that I'm being given. One person you feel like you would like the support of, but you feel like you don't have the support from that person. This person will show up, but it feels like when you take a step back, they're going to notice your absence in their life. So if there's someone you've outgrown or are evolving away from, and you feel a sadness that this dynamic has changed, I feel this person really will notice your absence in their life and actually regret, and they will come towards you. I feel there's an invitation here, them offering an opportunity to meet up, okay? Whether you take that or not, that's your call, but I feel here that with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like they can see that you are in some way upgrading your life, or in some way being more independent, self-sufficient, and there's an energy here of your life changing for the positive, and almost like their life is staying the same somehow, and they feel they needed to detach before you did, even though you didn't want to detach there. So I'm not really sure what I'm picking up on here, but I feel there is a togetherness later on, so you and this person, you can find a solution to whatever this is. But I feel like you, based on this experience, are becoming more self-sufficient and very independent. You've always been that way, but I feel like you're embracing it a little bit more. I also see that a lot of you are trying to get a bird's eye view of your life right now in order to really compartmentalize what's important to you, what you really need to focus on. And that Seven of Cups here. Now, of course, sometimes Seven of Cups can indicate commitment issues, of course. So some of you, if you are looking for love, for example, and you haven't found a partner yet, a lot of you may be wondering, are you too independent? Does that scare a person off? I want you to be aware, no. The right person is going to love that about you. And I do see right now that although you're in a solitary energy, I see some of you having a frisson with someone. There is chemistry with a new person coming into your life. Pages often bring new news, new communication, and this person is connected to your sense of purpose. Okay, so sense of purpose can be many things. It can be your career, of course. It can be your calling. It could literally be that you have a sense of purpose, that you should go to an event or a festival or a party. There's some sort of invitation here, not just attached to a friend that wants to reach out, someone that has distanced themselves from you, and you them as well. You've distanced yourself from this person. I feel there is some sort of event or some sort of celebration or gathering where you are strongly going to meet someone who is new to that event or circle, and I feel you and that person, there is a spark instantly. Okay, so if you are looking for love, there is love coming. But this reading's not really about love. It's not about career. It's not about any of those things. They filter in occasionally. This is more about you. And the Seven of Cups can indicate that you feel that life got infinitely busy to the point where you can't even stop and think sometimes. You just feel like overwhelmed, exhausted, that there's always something to do, and something that you're focusing on, suddenly something else pops up and you have to focus on that as well. And now you're spinning all the plates, and it just feels like a lot. It's like, when did life get a lot? When did life get so serious that there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders? Why was it easier before and now things have changed? And that comes back to the sense of time changing in some way. So for some of you, you may be contemplating that, but ultimately I want you to be aware you are making progress. You may not see it right now, but progress is being made. And I definitely see here that you are looking at all the things that fulfill you. And I'm being given a very strong energy as well. Some of you may have recently bought some crystals. Okay, I'm being given this energy, or maybe you've had a calling to do it, and maybe that's something that you've been meaning to get around to, but you've been so busy you haven't been able to do it. I definitely see you doing that. And I see these crystals, one of them seems to be selenite, is what I'm being given. That may not resonate with all of you. I don't have any here. I don't sell like crystals or anything like that. So, please go to, your local provider or something like that if you haven't purchased anything just yet. But I see crystals really benefiting you. The energy of a raw crystal is going to really aid you in all your endeavors. Right now, as I said, in the water, I'm being shown selenite, so that may be relevant for you. If not, it may be something that will catch your eye, or you may see it or be gifted it in a couple of weeks or months there as well. But ultimately, I'm seeing lots of different crystals that will benefit you, of course, rose quartz, crystal quartz. I'm getting an energy of healing. I'm seeing tiger eye as well, okay? And what's that one? No. Okay, I'm just being given so many different things. Like, it's red, and I was given carnelian. I was also given jade, but of course that's green. I was given, what was the other word? There was another word that I was just given, but it was so fast I couldn't quite grasp it. Could you please bring that forward again? Okay, I'm being given opal now, but that wasn't the word that came through. My guides are not giving it to me, so I'm not going to make something up for you. So basically, if it comes through again, I will let you know. But it looks like lots of different tumblestone type crystals. So maybe some of you have just bought that or are going to buy it or have been gifted it. These will be very beneficial for you in the change of your mood and the change of your manifestations, okay? That's something that's coming through there as well. Now, this is not going to resonate with everyone, okay? I have to honor it though, because it is coming through. You've got 2 cards with brains on it, okay? And I see a lot of you with pressure on your mind. You've got a lot of good things going on right now. Some of you may have been getting tension headaches, or I feel, some of you may be trying different things to limit that pressure or that tension. I don't see anything negative here, okay? I just see you having lots of ideas and, the image I got earlier of the brain all lit up. For some of you, though, you may actually go and see a practitioner if you are worried about something regarding headaches. Again, I don't see anything unusual here. I don't see anything negative. But if you are worried about something, I would definitely say go and see someone who can help you with that. It could come down to something that is triggering a migraine or stress or pressure on the brain. Could be something that you're digesting, because we also have cups here, which indicates something to drink or to digest. So it could be something that you are absorbing right now that is just like tipping the balance in terms of your hormones or certain vitamin deficiencies, for example, and just overloading your system. And it's so like stimulated right now. So please apply it to your situation. Not going to resonate with everyone, of course. So I definitely see that it will be repaired. You have the 8 of Pentacles, which is a repair card. Everything will be okay. But again, if you're worried about something, I would always say go and check it out, right? But I just see that you're trying to manage stress levels at this time. Take quiet time. I'm seeing dark room, and I'm seeing like, that little, it's like a little eye mask, okay, just to limit light. For some of you it may be light sensitive, but again, I would check it out if there's anything that has lasted a long time, okay? But again, nothing to worry about. We've got that 8 of Pentacles there. So I'm just going to, with a lot of respect, move away from that energy right now and move on to your next card, which is time, discipline, okay? Now, of course, I feel like you are aware that somehow time has shifted for you, but this is also about paying close attention to how you utilize your time. You're so aware that time is important, of course, and I feel you are working really hard on your life to keep it running smoothly, to focus on fulfillment and looking at things that you really want in your life that you feel like you don't have right now. Some of you may feel that you have a lot of goals and you're working towards those goals, but you also may feel like you're somehow up in the air or just juggling so many things that sometimes it's hard to focus on one thing and see if you're making progress in that area because you're in the midst of it. But I want you to be aware that you are on the right track to accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do. Now, this could be a personal journey of discovery as well as a personal project. You could be working on your health, body, mind, and soul right now, and you're going to see all the hard work that you're putting into yourself really be rewarding. But also this card, when you reduce it, 4 plus 1 is 5, of course, and that is a number of conflict. So some of you are looking at what changes your mood and also what has a negative kind of impact in your energy field, and I feel like you're kind of stepping away from it, like drama or people like not investing in relationships or friendships or misunderstanding you or undervaluing you in some way. I feel like you're in a period of empowering yourself where you're just not taking anybody's BS anymore. You're just like, no, you're not about it. So I really feel here that you are learning to articulate how you feel and be very direct about it. And with this card, there is an energy here of you finding like opportunities and not missing opportunities. And I feel like you're just basically, I mean, this card literally means you're phasing out anyone who wastes your time, okay? I feel like no time wasters, please. You have a finite time on this planet and you're trying to use it well. So if you feel nobody is investing in you in the way that you invest in them, you're definitely taking major steps back and almost like showing them what it means for you to be absent in their life. You're not showing them the support that you did before. Not because you're playing games. I feel it's a protective measure because you're always putting yourself out there. You care so much about the people you have in your life and you're very discerning about the company that you keep. But this card indicates you don't want to waste your time on someone who is not investing any time in you. So I feel you are withdrawing support and it will be noticed and it will be regretted that these people did not step up when they had the opportunity to. But I do see like an olive branch with one person in particular who actually means a lot to you, and you will basically come together and heal the connection. But this card also indicates that you are not wanting to waste your time with negative thoughts. So I feel like you're trying to change the inner critic in order to be kinder to yourself, to have compassion for yourself. And you're highly aware that thoughts become things. That's why the brain is so lit up for you right now. And with the Seven of Cups, this is a very strong manifestation card. It means use your imagination, fantasize all the outcomes, whatever it is that you want. You have co-creative abilities right now and you're unleashing it on the world. You have the power of possibility right now and you will connect to the ether and basically attract whatever it is you are manifesting for yourself. But if you doubt in any shape or form, especially with that Seven of Swords there, if you feel that, there is any negativity around whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, then you will slow the process down and the time will, it's almost like the time will be everlasting. It's always over there, okay? So for example, if you order something at a restaurant, let's say the universe is the cosmic kitchen, right? You order something at a restaurant and you say, I'd love some cheesecakes, right? And you basically ask for a cheesecake. The person takes your order and then suddenly comes back and you're like, oh, actually, with that cheesecake, could I have like a raspberry coulis on the side as well and also a cup of coffee? And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then they bring the cheesecake back to the kitchen and have to add the coulis and now make you a coffee. So it delays the process. So the order goes back. Same with manifestation. If you say, dear universe, I would love, an opportunity to make a lot of money. And the universe goes, okay, I'm going to send you an opportunity to make a lot of money. And an opportunity is coming along and you're like, actually, dear universe, I would love an opportunity to make $1 million. Now, you've turned a lot of money into now a very specific amount, $1 million, right? So the order has changed. My point being, and that applies to every situation, love, career, marriage, opportunity, whatever. If you reorder and reorder, you have to be very specific about what it is you want. I always say, write it down, say it out loud to the universe, and then tuck that little note away, and then watch the universe make great strides to bring it towards you. But if you constantly reorder or reimagine what it is that you want, you are adding to the order. So I feel I'm kind of like explaining how far it becomes a long time before you get what you want, if that makes sense. And I feel like you are addressing that right now and being very precise about what it is that you want, and you're working towards it as well. You're making things happen in your life. The Nine of Cups indicates you will get what you want, but you'll also get what you need, is what I'm being given by my guides. And the Nine of Cups indicates that some of you have been feeling unfulfilled right now, and you're trying to find the best way to utilize your time. You may have been feeling really stuck in a rut or in a repetitive cycle, because the Eight of Pentacles is to be in a period where you're on repeat, okay? You're just keeping your head down, working hard to live a life of simplicity, to create abundance, to learn more about yourself, and you're looking for a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more fun, and you're looking at your options right now. So that Nine of Cups, I mean, you're going from a Seven of Cups to the Nine of Cups, which is like, you are trying to find a way to have a more fulfilled life. And I also say here as well that you don't often give yourself credit for how far you've come. You need to celebrate yourself a little bit more, is what I'm being given. You've accomplished quite a lot in the time that you've been on this earthly plane, and you've learned a lot about yourself and about people. Okay, I also feel there's this energy that you've learned not to rely on people, but don't allow that to harden your heart, because there are a lot of people out there that you can rely on, and you will find those people when it is divine timing to do so. Okay, but the Nine of Cups, something you have been asking the universe for, it is coming to you. You've put it out there. Look at that card. It's spiraling out to the universe. Each cup represents a vision of what you want to become a reality in your life. And then the universe delivers all the cups, everything you want. But it's important to be very precise. What do you want delivered first? So I feel you're connecting to that, and in divine timing, you're going to have a major breakthrough. I actually see a lot of padlocks around you right now. This is about security, I guess. It could also be that you're securing things in your life. I feel like there is an energy here of long-term security. So know that you are safe in your endeavors, and that, you know, there are infinite possibilities for you to enrich your life and receive lots of prosperity and rewards. I mean, some of you may feel like you play it safe. Okay, maybe that's what I'm being given here. And now it's about launching that passionate side of yourself. You may have felt that you have been on autopilot in some way. And I mean, a lot of you, Nine of Cups in this position at first can indicate you're very drained, and life is hard and it's tiring, and you're just so fed up of always having to do this stuff. And it's like, when do you get to enjoy a little bit more? Maybe some of you are like, okay, I get to enjoy a vacation, but I feel like you're trying to be a little bit more spontaneous or embrace new adventures in your life. And I feel like you're adopting a way of life that connects more to your sense of purpose and value in life right now. And there's a major soul-searching energy about you. And I feel that you will have the support of the people that are coming into your life, because there's new people coming into your life, new friends, actually. But I also see you reconnecting with some old friends there as well. But I feel more than anything, you're attracting a new soul tribe, and I feel they raise you up. But there is something here which I feel is a missing piece in your life. And I feel right now you're focusing on completing things within yourself, getting closure on things so you can embrace new cycles or new paths. And as you see with this Three of Pentacles, you know, the Three of Pentacles indicates that, you know, you are on a path right now to building a solid foundation in your life. And I feel there is an energy where things that you imagine are becoming tangible, and it will bring you infinite joy and pride that you did really good work. I feel you're also very, very talented, and there is a hidden talent here. I say hidden, I feel like you're aware of it, but you don't utilize it fully. You will explore this a little bit more very shortly, and it will bring infinite rewards and actually transform your life. For some of you, this may be financial as well. You may start it off as like a hobby or do something that you feel that you really enjoy, and it really kind of like quietens your mind and gives you focus. But I feel if you put it out there on social media, people want to buy it. So, of course, some things are not for sale, so it may be something you don't want to sell. But I feel it is something that you could explore later on down the line if you wanted to increase your finances. Now, also with this Three of Pentacles there, I feel this is you being very careful about your finances. Of course, this reading is not about your finances, but I feel this is about you trying to save for something, a large purchase. You will have it, okay? Don't rush into it, though, is what I'm being given. Take your time with it. The right opportunity, the right purchase will present itself, and it may even be at a lower price than you thought you were going to spend in the first place, okay? Sometimes it pays off to wait. Good things come to those who wait, I just heard, okay? Now also, I feel you are a linchpin in a lot of people's lives, okay? You are very important to a lot of people, and I feel if they don't tell you, they're definitely going to show you with action. But I see here that you've learnt over the years, as you start to mature, that you really are a gift in people's lives. And sometimes you forget that, but I feel it's going to be reminded. You're going to get a note from someone in particular who is actually quite close to you that says, you know what, I really value you. You're doing a really great job. And even just that communication really lets you know that you're making a difference. So that's coming through there as well. It could be from a family member is what I see. I mean, it could be from a friend who is very close to you, but I see it more from a family member coming through there as well. Now, your outcome energy, we've got completion west. So there is that missing piece of the puzzle, but it's coming to a final conclusion. Now, this card literally means, you know, you are going through a period of enlightenment, you're purifying your space, and every cycle comes to a close. Do not resist the end of something because it actually gives way to a wonderful new beginning. Now, on a more sort of like basic level, it can indicate that you're completing a lot of projects, you're getting things done because you're making sure that you create space for new exciting endeavors. Could be that you're closing out like a project or a job, or for some of you, it could be that you're reaching retirement and you are excited to embrace a new sense of time, a new schedule in some way. So please apply it to your situation. But what I do see here is, you know, you recognizing that there are an abundant expansion of opportunities headed your way and you're going to grab it with both hands. I also feel like that missing ingredient from your life that you feel you've been in search for a long time is actually going to reveal itself to you, and it's going to make you feel very fulfilled indeed. I do feel everything is coming together. I mean, also, this card, although there's a little spider's web there, there is no accident that spider webs look like dream catchers. So I feel this is about you capturing a dream or making a dream become a reality for you. And 8 is the number of the self. So this is about you catching some time for yourself. This is you opening to learning more about yourself, but it's also about you gaining knowledge and using that knowledge in order to spiritually develop. I see you reaching a lot of goals, and I feel like you apply everything you know in order to staircase your life in some way, but also staircase your finances, because you're going from a 3 of Pentacles there to an 8 of Pentacles. But when you get this card, this really indicates that you're thinking about your future and you're trying to create healthy patterns for you to embrace as you move forward. So basically unlearning cycles or repetitive patterns that you have experienced or emulate. I feel like you are making sure that you step away from anything toxic at this time in order to embrace a healthier way of living. And I feel also with this card, this is an indication that you are someone who is strong and independent, and you recognize that you are the most permanent person in your life and you're choosing you. So I feel this is also about you setting yourself up for the future in order to be free in some way. With that Page of Wands, I feel this is like free to express your passions or embrace joy. This is you being a bit more of an adventurous spirit because you're a Sagittarius. I mean, you're a fire element. So a lot of you, like, you know, water, it cancels out fire, right? It's like dampens your energy in some way. Swords can make you feel like you're very cerebral, that you're thinking about things, but you get locked in that analysis paralysis. But right now, I feel like you're letting go of all of that in order to address your plans and embrace your passions and live a lot more free or a lot more spontaneous and independently. You're dreaming boldly, and you are recognizing that all those dreams are going to become your reality. And this card indicates you're becoming more active. Okay, so I feel like, yes, you're very busy, but you're becoming more active in a more passionate way. So, you know, creative endeavors that may have lain dormant in you, whether it's writing or singing or pottery or painting or sport, it feels like you have a yearning more to connect to that right now and get like busy in your body is what I'm being given. A physical busyness where you are excited and feel like your experiences are a lot more fun. There's a lot more laughter around you. And I feel this is about you being true to your desires right now because you have a lot on your plate. I feel like you have been very busy, but there's something here that you feel like either you've been neglecting. a lot of you, you've been neglecting your own needs, and I feel like you're coming back to self here. But also, I feel a lot of you have neglected some part of yourself because you've had a lot of responsibility. And there's this sense about society that always tells us we should be moving forward, accomplishing things, and always on the go. And that puts a lot of pressure. Remember, you're a human being. You don't always have to be a human doing. So embrace that stillness. And I feel it just recharges your batteries in some way. And I feel like you're also managing stress levels and making sure that you find a quietness in your world to stop and smell the roses, or at least spend more time in nature and focus on your health as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get some final cards. Soul harmony. Find work or things that resonate with your true purpose. Now, of course, not all of you are in careers, but if you are, I definitely see that there's a very fruitful time. I mean, it's no accident that you're getting a lot of horses. And of course, you know, my beautiful Sagittarians, you have the Centaur for Sagittarius, and there is the winged horse there too for you, which indicates, you know, swift returns. Keep moving forward. It says here, the effort you put in now comes right back to you soon. Strike while you can. So I definitely see that you are going to unlock a breakthrough, and everything is going to start coming together. Everything's slotting into place, but you're working really hard for it, whatever it is. We've got bountiful career. Keep growing in knowledge. I see you growing in knowledge. Now, of course, if we remove the career part, this is about you maturing, knowing more about yourself, and it being fruitful in itself. But it says here, keep growing in knowledge and plant your ideas. Convert seeds to profits. You know, you've got the brain there, all the ideas that you have. Even if you're in retirement, these could be ideas for you to be a consultant, or maybe do some creative endeavor that will bring in more finances. Or maybe it's just something to occupy your mind and connect to your sense of purpose and learn more about yourself and your creativity and your soul. Because I see a lot of you like soul searching, like, who am I? What is the purpose in the universe? You know, what is my purpose? What is my calling? So a lot of you are really shifting perspectives right now and soul searching. And, you know, we all have more than one purpose. So I feel a lot of you are connecting to different streams right now, different energy, different ideas, and you're going to feel fulfilled because variety, of course, is the spice of life. We've also got soul harmony. Find work that resonates with your true purpose, mission to fulfill. And, you know, of course, there's a violin there. So some of you, this is music. But a lot of you, this could be that music will change your vibrations and actually help you in all your endeavors and give you a sense of peace. You know, different vibrations from different genres of music actually enhance your mood in some ways. We've also got keep swimming. And it says, you are getting there, but it just takes time to arrive. You know, my guides gave me that very sort of convoluted message about things arriving in certain time frames. So I feel it's be precise, you know what you want and be very direct about what it is, and then go after it. The universe is actually going to support whatever it is you're thinking about, and your visions are becoming your reality. The Eight of Pentacles means things become tangible on the physical plane. You are going to see positive developments right now. And it says you're in the flow. Okay, so even though you feel a bit busy and that time is a bit weird, I feel like you are right on target to get whatever it is you're working towards. And there's more freedom. There's more fun. There's more passion. And I feel there's you embracing your free-spirited creativity and knowing that anything is possible. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or room before we close. Okay, so we have the eye there. So this is about seeing really clearly. It's about your vision, of course. I would also say if you're getting migraines or anything and it's affecting your eye, again, go check it out. But as I said, it's just to, quieten your fears there. With the eye, it's also about keeping your eye on the prize, whatever your goal is, and I definitely see that you'll accomplish it there. But also I feel there's an all-knowingness about you. You know, there is a sentence, I have 3 eyes, 2 to look and 1 to see. And I feel that's about you going through a major awakening, and your third eye is actually opening wider than ever before, and you're seeing things in new ways, and your brain is opening up to new pathways and new vibrations, and that's why your brain is like becoming alive. I feel a lot of you are actually opening up spiritual gifts at this time as well, so embrace it and develop it further. And we also have a frog, okay? Now, the frog, of course, is to leap towards something. I would say look before you leap, don't rush into anything. But the frog always represents abundance, okay? It means that you are moving towards things in a very positive way. You're going to embrace some sort of major move or leap of faith or an opportunity to staircase in some way in your life. I definitely see that trajectory is on the up. It's a very positive energy. Now, I'm not sure why I'm being given this, but I am, so I have to embrace it. I'm being given the Amazon rainforest, okay? So some of you may have decided to save for a trip there, or maybe you live there, or maybe you're involved in something connected to the Amazon rainforest. Maybe it's something that you're concerned about. I mean, we all should be concerned about the way that the world is right now regarding the environment. But please take it as it resonates. I mean, if I'm going to dissect that a little bit more, it could be that, you know, you are cutting things away right now that you feel you've outgrown, but you're replanting new seeds in order to promote healthier environments for you, your body, mind, and soul. Maybe it means that, or maybe it means that you're thriving and that you're just paying close attention to your environment right now, and it has to be a healthy environment with healthy people and responses, because you're so over people and their unhealed responses and how they filter that drama out into your energy, because you absorb a lot of energy. You are someone who's very sensitive, you're an empath, and I feel like you're protecting your energy right now and protecting your inner peace with the brain cards there, okay? So I'll leave that there. I know this resonated with probably not very many people because it was very complex, but hopefully it did resonate with somebody out there. And if it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when to update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Now, just before I go, my guides were highlighting that my thoughts jumped around a little bit in this reading, and maybe that's something that you're going through, because I read energy. May not resonate with some, but I feel this like energy of you thinking about things that you have to do, then thinking about the nature of the universe, then thinking about what's going on in the world, then thinking back on something that someone said about 10 years ago, something that you got to buy for your dinner tomorrow. I just feel like a lot of you have some scattered thoughts right now, and you're trying to harness those thoughts into focusing on something that is a priority for you right now. You are going to make progress on that priority, and I feel you've got this. There's nothing to worry about. You're going to hit your targets, okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.